smells so good. It smells like rosy. Look at that perfect swirl. You can see this. So delicious. You know what it's like? It's like you're eating hair, yeah, but it's like tasty hair. You know when you get hair in your mouth, that's what it tastes like. If you've never had it. Hi, welcome to ggmix. Today I've got a highly requested video for you. It's how to make Kataifi. Kataifi is just like your typical Greek dessert with lots of sweet sticky syrup on it. But what sets it apart from other Greek desserts is it's made using shredded phyllo. The Kataifi wraps around cinnamon, clove and rose crushed almonds, and when cooked has a delicious nutty flavour and crisp texture that is softened with the complementary cinnamon, clove and rose syrup. This recipe is one to have up your sleeve when you want to impress your guests or when you just want a tasty treat to indulge in. So let's get started. First, we need to make our syrup so it has time to cool, so we can add cold syrup onto our hot Kataifi, because we don't add hot on hot or cold on cold, because it's either going to give us like a soggy Kataifi if it's too hot, or it's going to give us a dry Kataifi because everything's going to be too cold and the syrup's going to be thick and it's not going to penetrate into the Kataifi really well, and we're not going to have nice delicious flavour. So let's get on to our Kataifi. In a pan, add 2.5 cups of sugar, 2.5 cups of water, 3 cinnamon sticks and 4 to 5 cloves, and leave it to come to the boil. When the syrup starts bubbling, turn your heat right down and add a teaspoon of lemon juice and leave it to simmer for about 5 minutes or until it thickens a bit. Then turn off the heat and add a tablespoon of honey and a splash of rose water and set it to one side to cool. For our filling, we need 300 grams of crushed almonds, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 4 tablespoons of sugar and a splash of rose water, and then give it all a good stir. Now we need to set everything up so we can work neatly, swiftly and get our Kataifi made. Line a baking tray with baking paper, melt 250 grams of butter, get your pastry brush, and last but not least, the most important thing, 400 grams of Kataifi pastry. Get a strip of pastry about 20 to 30 centimeters long and 5 centimeters wide. Make sure it's compact and there are no holes because your nuts will end up falling out, and baste it really well with your butter. Add a big spoonful of nuts to the bottom and start rolling upwards. As you roll, tuck each side in like this. Do it every couple of rolls forward so you end up with a nice tight roll. Baste the top of your Kataifi with more butter and then put it in your tray and continue until you have made all your Kataifi. When you're finished, baste the top of your Kataifi with any leftover butter and bake in a preheated 180 degrees oven for around 25 minutes or until they're golden brown like this. Pour your cooled syrup over your Kataifi straight away and leave it to soak in for a few minutes, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. And then it's time for me to dig in, yeah. I can't wait to try this. It smells so good. It smells like rosy. It's like that perfect swirl. And so this, so delicious. You know what it's like? It's like you're eating hair, yeah, but it's like tasty hair. You know when you get hair in your mouth, that's what it tastes like. If you've never had it. It's like you've got a mouthful of hair, but it dissolves quickly, so it's not that bad. So you may find it a bit strange to eat. It's so good. And the nuts, yeah, the nuts and complement the syrup on the thing. Oh, it's so good. And it's like nutty, like, you know when you have pastry and it goes a bit, not burned, but it's like it's got that nuttiness to it. Oh, it's delicious. When I was little, yeah, these used to remind me of, you know, you get those dogs. You know those dogs, those hairy ones, and you can't see their eyes, they're white and like light brown ones. That used to remind me of. You could actually make them and then put little eyes on it for like little kids, like maybe put like 2 little chocolate chips and have it. So good. The nuts, it's just like perfectly balanced with cinnamon and cloves. The sweetness, not too sweet. So good. What make this, man? You know, people, yeah, people want to be impressed if you show up with this. Look how thin it is, yeah, and you're rolling it up. If you follow my instructions and you like get it, you know, nice and tight, you're rolling it up into a tight little ball. Like it looks complicated. It's not really complicated. Just make sure you like roll. Oh dear, I'm dropping everything on the floor. Make sure you roll it. It's a good dessert. It's like, doesn't take too long to make. It's just a bit messy, but it's delicious. Oh, so good. And you know what you can do? You don't have to just have almonds. You can add walnuts, pistachios, hazelnuts, whatever nut you want. You can mix them all up together and make your own combination. The cinnamon clove and rose water work well with like all nuts. First time make it like this, the almonds, to see what it should taste like, and then oh my god, this is so good. This is impressive. Not only impressive, this is tasty, because this is all about the flavour. Yes, it's so tasty. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share. And if you want to keep up to date with all my latest videos, please subscribe below. So until next time, bye.